This is how reputations can get ruined, or bad reviews can happen, or there's misunderstandings in this hobby when it comes to coin dealers and coin collectors and buying and selling coins. It's very important not to do this. Very important to doubt everything that you hear from anyone unless you witness it yourself and see all the information that is involved in a situation. Someone commented this on my video. Met a woman at a coin show recently who was asking about selling her silver. She had talked to a coin dealer who offered to buy her coins, but told her I don't buy coins by date and mint mark, I only pay melt value. So if she has a 1916 standing Liberty quarter, he's only offering melt. A 1960D Mercury dime, melt value only. That's the kind of stuff that leaves people not trusting coin dealers. He's assuming that the coin dealer wouldn't pay for key dates. There's not enough information to draw that conclusion. The coin dealer, basically like me, when someone brings in a bag of silver or a jar of silver, I don't pay for dates and mints. Now, I will tell them if there are key dates, we'll pay more for them. If they're better condition, and if it's like Walking Liberty has, we'll pay more for them. But when you're at a coin show or sometimes you're busy, you're just going to, basically off the cuff, someone might have come up to you and say, I've got all these dates and mints, and online it says that they're worth a bunch of money. Maybe that's what was said. I mean, I can jump to conclusions too. But since I don't know that, I can only assume that that's the reason the dealer gave the response. Now, I don't believe that a dealer that sets up at a coin show, puts the money in that, and has some type of reputation at the show is only going to pay melt for a 16D Mercury dime, which is a key date, or several $1,000 1916 standing quarter. I don't believe that. Now, I might be wrong, but it's just hard for me to believe. The thing of it is, it even gets worse after I respond. So basically what I just said, I kind of put it in the comment, tried to explain it. And then he comes down and he says, you misunderstand. She had key date coins. He explicitly told her he would only pay melt value for even key date coins. She didn't have a bunch of junk silver. She had a nice collection. She had a mint state slabbed, high relief 1921 piece dollar. He said he would only offer melt for it because that's all it was worth. Now it's key dates. Now we're talking about a graded coin. So she didn't just bring junk silver. She brought a 21 piece dollar, high relief. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, so then now we're up in the ante. Since I rebutted, the story a little bit, I tried to put it in context, and maybe you didn't know all the information, and you just met this person, you don't know them, you don't know if they're, an honest person or not, regardless, you don't know people. Someone just comes up to you, they're frustrated and upset because they were told that their silver was just worth melt, and now she's like, I probably got, she might have said I've got key dates in here. She might have not shown him. I mean, did she sit down with this guy and show him everything she had in here? There's a lot of missing information. So I always err on the side of caution. I will doubt until proven otherwise, because you don't want to assume someone is trying to rip someone off or that they're a crook unless you know for sure. And I most certainly am not going to pass publicly he said, she said information. I'm not going to post it on another person, or especially another coin dealer's comments in their videos. I'm not going to do that. There's no purpose for that unless you're trying to start some type of drama. But anyway, this is just how bad reputations happen. I have bad reviews on Google for my coin shop. Undeserving. Some of them were actually bots, and they were bot reviews, and I got them removed. But none of those were deserved. I never ripped anyone off. I was never dishonest with anyone. I never overcharged anyone on purpose. And if anybody ever asked and checked my pricing or something I figured up, I'd gladly fix it. Answer the phone. Sometimes the phone doesn't work right. Sometimes bad connections, things like that happen. But if you look through my reviews, you'll see that's not me. So I know this, but those people believed those reviews. They believed what they were experiencing, and they probably passed it on to other people. That's not genuine. That's why you should never take secondhand information. You weren't there. You didn't see the entire transaction or the entire interaction with that coin dealer and that woman. So it's best not to comment that unless you have actual proof. Then he ups the ante even further. I asked her about it, and her belief was that he thought she was a clueless female and he would scam her out of her coins. I live in Florida. You don't have to do much of a Google search to find out that we have some really shady coin dealers down here. I know of one in particular who was sent to prison for scamming people. Okay, listen. If he was sent to prison, there's 100% he was a scam. He was a fraud. He was a liar. Okay, I can deal with that. But the fact that that dealer was like that does not justify or actually validate the story that this woman is giving. And now it's because she's a woman. And, I'm not saying that's never happened. And I'm sorry if it's ever happened to anybody. But really, you're jumping to conclusions here. Okay, because someone could walk into my coin shop with a bag of 90%. They put it down on the table. I look through it and I'm like, well, I only pay melt for these. And she's like, well, what about these dates and mints? And I'll be like, well, they're common dates. We just pay 90%. We pay less than melt for them or whatever. And then she's like, nope, I'm out of here. So then she goes down the street. She runs into somebody that's coming in the coin shop. And she tells them that they're only paying melt for my coins. And I've got some better dates in here. I know I do. I saw it online. And then that's it. I mean, she can go do a review. She can say whatever she wants about us, and it's wrong because that's not how it went down. The context is not there. And that's all I was trying to say. This went, I think, 12 different comments on this video. And finally, the conversation or debate ended. What I'm trying to say is it's best, and I'm not defending any dealer that's crooked. And I'm not defending any collector that's crooked either, because there's plenty on both sides of the aisle. I've seen it too many times. I've seen people come in here, try to pass fakes off onto me. I've seen people try to pass off coins in general, just like they're rare coins and they're not. Just to test my metal, test my knowledge, passing fake gold coins and everything else. So it happens all the time. So what I'm saying is that it's best to be subjective about things, not objective. Don't want to believe it because it's against the dealer or because it's against a certain profession. Always doubt, always try to ask for more information, maybe even try to, help her with her coins. Look at her coins yourself. Most coin shows have tables. Sit down with her and look through her coins yourself and make sure that's what happened. Did you see that 1921 piece graded? Did you see that 16D Mercury dime? Drawing all these conclusions, making all these assumptions is not fair to that coin dealer if his name ever gets out there. You have to actually experience it or actually witness it firsthand and know exactly what's going on. Need more information to do this? I recommend don't comment on the videos like this. I mean, if you don't, you can't know for sure everything that happened, someone you just met. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.